Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you my weekly What I Have Been Warming video, and it is just a wonderful mix of goodies on the table here. I also wanted to mention just a couple of things. On Monday, Scentsy released an interesting bundle called the Country Born Bundle, where there is a weathered leather bar, a bar of Saddle Up, and if you guys just watched one of my videos that I did called The Ones That Got Away, I did not add in sort of my very top list another bar that's in this bundle, but it is one that I've wanted back in my club, and it's called Saddle Up. So I'm really excited about that. So you can get the warmer, which is the cutest cowboy hat, the weathered leather, and the Saddle Up bars. Weathered leather is not one of my personal favorites. It's a very heavy, masculine, leathery, sometimes for me a little bit fake, almost burned rubber smell. For others, they smell really rich leather, and they love it, and it's been in the catalog for forever. But Saddle Up was a scent of the month quite a while ago, and it's lighter, and it really does have a leather and suede and sort of outdoorsy scent that I love, and I'm putting that one back in my club ASAP because that's the other thing. If you don't want the bundle, you can throw the bar in your club. So I wanted to throw that out there. I don't know how long that warmer and bars bundle is going to last. I believe it's $60, and it released on Monday. If it's still available now, being the Wednesday, awesome. I would assume it's not going to sell out in a day or two. And then on the 26th, Stitch and his whole collection is coming back, and I'm just waiting and waiting for Scentsy to give us more details so I can put together a video on that. So after all those things, let's get into what I have been warming. And the first thing I want to tell you about is the July scent of the month. I got that video up, and I don't know if any of you guys were laughing with me that I usually check my daughter's edits. And when I did that video, it was just an afternoon where I was kind of tired. And before it got posted, I did not really preview it. And the thing from my website went right across my face, which is a blooper. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Anyway, so the Tahitian Twilight, the scent and the warmer is gorgeous. You got to go check that video out if you haven't seen it or you haven't seen my Instagram photos of it. This Tahitian Twilight bar is beautiful. It is slightly unique. It is just exactly my kind of late summer scent. It has water and really nice freshness to it, but it's got passion flower and pineapple, and then it has this white woods. So for me, this is totally addictive. It's a good medium in my house. I don't know if you could call it medium strong. For some people, I think they're having trouble smelling this. Maybe the particular combination of notes, something sort of like Mountain Sunset, which we'll get to later here on my table, may be challenging to them. But I am loving this. It's right up there with Aloha Orchid for me. It's different. It's more relaxing. It's more romantic. I compared it to Coastal Sunset. It isn't because the scents are similar, but they're both very like late summer. They're very different in personality, but I love this. So it performed a good solid medium in my front room here the time that I was warming it, which was earlier today and then yesterday. I had it in the actual warmer, which is the, the prismatic warmer, and I haven't done enough review on that yet to really give you feedback, but it seems to throw a good medium solid, but I need to get it isolated in its own room to kind of see what it does for performance. So I'm not going to talk about that yet, but I love it. It's gorgeous and probably less controversial than this month's, which I'm fine with, but the prismatic warmer is a better shape and does have a nice shallow wide dish, and it's thick glass, so it's probably going to be a pretty solid performer after I get a look at it. It reminds me of the Marrakesh as far as its layout, how it's structured, but it doesn't have the inlays to keep in more heat, so I don't know. Anyway, back to Tahitian Twilight. I think you should definitely try this. It's sort of like I'm done with the early summer scents and even the name, Twilight. We're going into July and then into August, and it's really good, guys. Really pretty. It's in the fresh category, but it's not at all fresh like clean or laundry. It's beautiful, beautiful bar. Very romantic bar. Okay, enough rambling about that. Another day, I was in the mood for the other scent of the month that I have just fallen in love with for this first spring-summer set of scents, and that is Aloha Orchid. I believe this was May's scent of the month. I cannot get enough of this because I love a good fruity floral tropical, and that is what this is. It's got the coconut, it's got the orchid, it has this wonderful lush juicy creamy quality that I am addicted to. It throws really well, good, medium, medium strong. It's a happy bar. I have this in my club, and I don't know if I will keep it there indefinitely because there's another one that I like just a hair better that I already have in my club, but I am stocking up on this all summer long and leaving it in my club as long as possible. So that is amazing. And so then with that, I did a lot of Tropic Nectar, which is new release this spring, summer in our catalog. This is a fabulous smell, and it went very well with Aloha Orchid. The Aloha Orchid's a little sweeter, more floral. This is more fruity, so it's got a gentle fruit punch and a creamy coconut milk note. So unlike Paradise Punch that really smacks you between the eyes, this is still assertive, but I find it more pleasant and more addictive. I wonder if there's guava in here too. I don't know, but this is a favorite of mine from our new releases, and I enjoyed it very much. So then there was another day where I thought, all right, I am going to do, and I forgot the brick. I forgot my brick of Jammy Time. I was going to do laundry scents in the house. So I grabbed Fuzzy Blanket, did the entire bar because people say they have a hard time smelling it, all in my front room here, and then in my back room to compare them, I did Whipped Vanilla Lavender, which is current catalog, and it's current catalog to have Jammy Time, but I was working on my Jammy Time brick, which I left in the other room, I guess. And so all those laundry scents were going in the house, and it was good, but you know what? I think I still prefer my lavender more sweet. So the Whipped Vanilla Lavender was the winner for me for scent appeal. My favorite is probably still French Lavender, which is in the Epcot collection, and it is, I believe, still currently available. That bar seems to go in and out of stock a lot, but I think you can still club it and you can still get it online for now, and it's so good. But Fuzzy Blanket is in our BBMB right now, currently in June. This is a lovely scent. It's just, for me, I find that I lean more toward lavender with vanilla than I do lavender with laundry. So this is a light, beautiful, fuzzy, cuddly, summery laundry scent. So if you like Jammy Time but it's too heavy, if you like Stargazing but it's too heavy, I bet you this is going to be your bar. And it was gorgeous. The sandalwood, the honeysuckle, and the lavender read very beautiful, gentle, sweet laundry. It's just, if I have to choose, I like the other profile with my lavender a little better. So then another day, I was trying to get through some orange type smells because I'm finding that for the most part, orange is not the thing that I reach for the most consistently. I'm not a citrus lover, except for my cocoa lime, at the top of the list most of the time. So Oodles of Orange is a great bar. You hear about it a lot from different people on YouTube channels especially. It's long retired, and it smells to me totally like a cup of orange pop from McDonald's when I was a kid. It's great. It's really, really effervescent and zesty and orangey, and it's a good bar. So I enjoyed that. And I was also trying to get through a couple other bars that I don't like quite as well. So some warmers had Sandalwood Tangerine, which is currently in our woods section. And if you like kind of a middle-of-the-road woody with a tiny hint of citrus and not too masculine heavy wood cologne, this is really nice. It's just, for me, I prefer some of the other scents that are in that category right now. Like, I love White Amber Antique. To me, this is sort of a third, fourth, or fifth cousin. I won't be buying more of it, but a lot of people really enjoy this because it's a little more neutral and it's not as assertive, but this is good. It was originally a Father's Day bar, and I enjoyed that. And then, last but not least, and I don't even know if I'm going to melt the rest of this bar, the Find Your Happy Wax Collection Summertime with Friends, or Sunrise with Friends. I really thought I was going to like this, and it's great in the clam, but the longer that I warm it, the more it's like a cheap body wash or Axe spray type thing for men, and it's just not appealing. So I may just pass on warming the rest of this. It was a little bit too just cheap men's body care for me. So another day, I was doing all the bakery goodies. So I was using up, I think, possibly my last clam of cinnamon buttercream. Now, I did not club this, and I will be a little bit sad if it doesn't come back this fall. It's not at the top of my heartbreak list, but I do hope it comes back in the fall. You can't club everything. This is so good. And I do have a funny story for you. So, and I haven't gotten to most of the bedroom warms yet, but I'm just going to bring this in because I subbed this for the one my husband hated. Greg rarely really complains, but I had 3 cubes left of apricot vanilla, which I think is a very pleasant bar. Maybe it just needed to be in a larger space. But I put this in one morning, and Greg comes in and out from his different carpet cleaning jobs because we do mostly local. He'll be gone for a couple hours. He'll come home, fill up his fan with more water, get a snack, take a break, whatever. He goes into our room and he comes out and says, "What stinks in there?" And I said, "I just put in apricot vanilla." He's like, "I hate it. Take it out. You have to put in something else." So apricot vanilla does not have the seal of approval for Mr. Quinn. I like it, but I guess I'll put it like in the basement, or I'll mix it with more vanilla. I think it's the tartness. There is a juicy tartness to that can be a little different. He did not like that. So, I put in instead cinnamon buttercream, and then I used a lot of it in the rest of the house. He loved this, which is funny. So that's my funny story for the week. Husband was not happy with apricot vanilla. So what else was I doing? Working on Churro, which is currently Bring Back My Bar. This is a winner. You guys have got to try this, and please club it. And then now that we are getting down to like the last 10 days of the month, please know that Bring Back My Bar, unless they extend it, which I have no news right now that they're even planning on doing that. Bring Back My Bar will be gone at the stroke of midnight, June 30th. Get your bars or club your bars by that date, July 1st. It will be gone. And Churro will no longer be available, and you will kick yourself, I promise. So, Churro is amazing. This newer batch is performing a solid medium for me. I'm very happy with it. It's the best cinnamon, sugar, and vanilla fried pastry bakery scent. It is an excellent mixer. It's good spring, summer, and it's also good fall, winter. I highly recommend this. Please try it. And then what is current catalog is good old standard cinnamon vanilla, and I put some of this out in the front room too, and it was wonderful. Just happy. It's just cinnamon and vanilla with just a pinch of creaminess from coconut, and it is lovely. So then another day, it was cold and drizzly and nasty, so I reached for some fall bars, and I did cashmere and corduroy all over the house, and it was glorious. I love me a good cashmere and corduroy. This is a fall scent, but it's also just a good in-the-home woody scent. It's very sophisticated. It has Sicilian bergamot, it has vanilla, and it has this cashmere corduroy note. Hard to describe. I would believe this is one of the best sellers for fall winter that Scentsy has. It's amazing, and it lasts forever too. And then in the kitchen, I was doing Love and Happiness, which is in my club. They complemented the cashmere and corduroy. Love and Happiness. This one is sweeter. This has an interesting perfumey, chestnutty, vanilla quality that's very hard to describe. The powderiness sounds gross. You have to smell it in the room to understand why it is so glorious. This has a following, and I'm so glad it's in my club, and it will be staying in there. All right, so then what do we have next? Ooh, I did a day where Southern Evening was all over the house, and this again is in my club. It is beautiful. This is a unique bar that you are not going to get anywhere else. Bow Ties and Bourbon from BBW is a little bit like this, but this has geranium, it has lavender, it has different kinds of fruits. It is sweet, it is subtle, it is masculine, it is feminine, it is long lasting, it's sultry for sure, and it is an absolute rock star. I'm so glad it's in my club. So I did that with a little bit of white amber and silk, which is another one of those right up there with the cinnamon buttercream where I kept thinking, I don't know if I should club these because they're not my top favorites. I won't cry if they don't come back in the fall, but I will miss them a little bit. So this white amber and silk has been growing on me. This was a new release last year. The cinnamon buttercream's a couple years older as far as in catalog. So I hope that this white amber and silk does come back because as the bars age, you just get this really nice, elegant, gentle laundry scent without it being too much of anything. And it's kind of hard for me to put words to this scent. I don't actually remember the scent notes, but it has the amber, and it has a little bit of like a laundry linen or silk scent, and it is sophisticated. And I really, really like it. So that was good with the Southern Evening. So then after that, I did a day where I loaded up the warmers, and this was so good, with Bonfire Beach, which has to be just the most amazing summer Scentsy staple ever, and the coveted toasted marshmallow that's in my club. Now, I only get 3 bars of this year, or if I choose to let my clubs come at the same time, which, spoiler alert, in July, I don't normally do this, I'm going to let both of my big clubs process, and I'm going to do, I don't know if it'll probably be a 2-part video, but I'm going to do a massive club haul in July, which you don't get from me very often because I'm always trying to keep them separate. But I went to go skip one of my clubs, and I guess there are certain bars that I had skipped at a point, which I need to call Scentsy support and figure out exactly what's going on. But they say I can't skip either of them without losing some very important bars, like apple butter frosting. So, you guys are going to be getting a mega haul in July. Anyway, toasted marshmallows in my quarterly, and I will be getting 4 of them in a year because I'm forced to not be able to skip this at this point. Oh, it's so good, though. So, this and this, good old Current Bonfire Beach, which is slightly more seaside and summery, but with toasted marshmallow. This is probably one of the best combinations I've melted all summer long, and it is amazing. And I'm going to get more Bonfire Beach in my next couple orders and keep melting this combo judiciously because I don't have that much toasted marshmallow to go around because it's only in my quarterly club for the rest of the summer. So good. And then just in the front room, because I don't have that much of toasted marshmallow to do my alternate warmer mixes, I put Mountain Sunset out here because this still has a really nice creamy quality. This is such an odd bar. It's new in our, not sense of the season, that's Christmas time, I'm sorry guys. It's new in our new releases from spring, summer. It's a complicated bar, and it goes with a lot of other things because it's got coconut, it's got bluebell, it's got amber, it's got woods. You can pull out whatever you want from it to mix with other things in the air. It's beautiful. Medium, though. Softish. So, okay, then what else was I doing? The day that I was doing the Southern Evening and the White Amber and Silk, I got out one of the best bars from our current Bring Back My Bar. I know I keep saying there are certain ones that are just at the top, but Hemingway, you guys, this bar performs. It is gorgeous. It is comforting. It is homey. It is a rock star. A grandfatherly rock star, though. This is just a bar that is masculine, but it's a hug, and it's just so, so soothing and comforting and homey. It has the cedar, it's got the sandalwood, and it has the beautiful apple in perfect balance, and it's a powerhouse, and it goes for days. This is a bar to put in your club. So good. Okay, then on the day where I was doing lots and lots of orange things, I threw some Blue Grotto into the Florida room. It's nice. This is a bar that's always around. You can get it in a brick and club. I love it. It's just amazing, and you can't make me much happier than getting a hit of this, but I don't need a lot of it, even though I do love it. I'm thinking about maybe doing a video on bars that are craveable, meaning you want to melt it, and then after you're done with your day or two, you're like, I don't want to smell that for 6 months. That would be kind of a funny video. I might do that at some point in the near future here. So then what else did I do in things like bedrooms and in the basement? I got a lot done in the basement. You'll be proud of me. French Kiss was going in my bedroom because, as I said in my The Ones That Got Away video, these clams are getting ratty and nasty and juicy, and even though I'm sad because I'm pretty much out of this, I just need to use these up before they get wrecked. So that is coconut pulp and fig and this really juicy fig. I think I just said fig. Caramel, fig, and coconut pulp. Beautiful, beautiful, sultry, subtle, great bedroom scent. So what's in my bedroom today is the one that I keep comparing to Hello Hot Orchid, and that is Bora Bora Blossom. Bora Bora Blossom wins by just a little bit for me. If you can't get Bora Bora Blossom, which obviously if it's not in your club, you can't get it, get a Hello Hot Orchid and put it in your club. They are complementary. But there is this little something something with the fruit and the orchid and this lushness in Bora Bora Blossom. I can never get enough of this bar. I love it. So that is what's going currently. So then in my basement, and then I was doing this particular brick just in different places all over the house, Summerberry Melon. Now I went to go see if I should get another brick of this because I told you guys in my reviews of this a couple months ago, I bet I'll like Summerberry Melon better when it's hot outside, and I do. This is very nice. This is a subtle but good room-filling scent. It's not gonna like hit you over the head like a Blue Grotto or a Tropic Nectar, but it's got body, and it's really present without being obnoxious. You get that sort of cassava, almost cucumber note in the background and the soft, beautiful raspberry in the front. Again, this is out of stock, but if you want to throw it in your club to try it, if you haven't already, or you want to up your bars, this is good. And I threw a couple bars in a temporary club that I think I just want to collect a couple more. That's not a bar I want to club for the long haul, but out of our collection, I have a couple bricks of Beach Daisy because I love the scent, but it's hard for me to smell, and I may tuck a couple bars of that away because I like mixing it with beach, which is, we've been talking about that for the last 3 weeks. I do think I want a little bit more of this Summerberry Melon because it's unique. I'm using up in the basement right now some of my Orchard by the Sea. Now, I'm not going to get any more of this because I don't love it. When I first smelled this a couple months ago, I was so thinking this was going to be my favorite. I don't mind it, but it's very like laundry seaside with that apple, which is a little weird for me. So I'm using this up in the basement, and it's nice, but it's not a bar I need tons of. And obviously I don't need another brick. And I'm trying to get through my brick of Skinny Dippin', which is a summer classic. I am just finding out I don't love Skinny Dippin'. I just don't. And I thought in the basement maybe it would be nice. It smelled kind of weird down there. It's got apple, melon, and pear, and I swear there's some coconut in it, but I don't know. Anyway, those are both nice enough to use, but I definitely don't need more. And then last but not least, a couple more things. I was doing a vanilla suede, which is also current in our Bring Back My Bar. These need some time to strengthen. Vanilla suede's not as strong as it was back in the day with the older aged bars that I've got, but it's really good and it's subtle. And it is similar in some ways to other Cologne Fresh scents, but it's warm and subtle. Really, really nice. I would absolutely encourage you to try this and to put some away for the future because I'm almost positive it will strengthen with time. So then I also threw in a whole clam of Love You Very Much just randomly down there. This was Bring Back My Bar, last year or the year before? Really nice with cranberry and peach. And it's a really gorgeous, sweet, almost wintry, fruity scent. It's lovely, and it was great in the basement. So there are other notes besides the peach and the cranberry that I'm forgetting. There might even be a little bit of floral in here behind those sweet and fruity notes, but it's delicate, it's gorgeous, and it's happy, and I really enjoyed it in the basement. And I mixed some Rise and Sunshine and some of the current summer collection Tangerine and Sugarcane. This made a great mix in the basement because Rise and Sunshine is an old bar scent of the month from summertime, I think July or August, several years ago. This has cherry and ginger and things in it, and it gets a little sharp for me, almost like an orange Tic Tac on steroids. So the Tangerine and Sugarcane is super mellow, and those two together made a great combo in the basement. So I believe that is everything that I've been getting through. I hope that you guys have had a great week. I don't have any really deep questions to ask you this week, but do you have anything in the spring summer catalog that is really a standout favorite of yours? It's either a new product or a product you've newly discovered. That would be a great thing to put down. And thank you to everyone who commented so beautifully on the ones that got away. And I can tell you, the unofficial poll, the heartbreak bar of the YouTube community that I have read in my last video, the ones that got away, is hands down apple butter frosting. All of you weep over that bar. I still have 2 in my bi-monthly club, and it is not coming out. But when we get the next Bring Back My Bar, you guys, if that apple butter frosting is in there, we've got to unite to get that back so you all can put it in your club, because I understand how good of a bar it is, and I'm sad for all the rest of you. We need to get it back. So apple butter frosting is definitely the general collective greatest Scentsy heartbreak at this time. So have a good day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.